can see it. The day of darkness is near. Farmer Moon too, its violet shadow is growing ever stronger. Farmer is suddenly attempting to revive. You must understand this. Listen, Helena, your mission is important. Not just for you, but for the world. The darkness must be resealed in. Doing this will require all your effort, the power of Lord Granas and the divine sword, the Granas Saber. You must find it no matter what. Fail, and the world is doomed. I understand. You must succeed in order to remove the darkness within you as well. You must prevail. I understand. I will not let you down. So I'm kinda curious about the Granas Saber. Is it going to be used to kill Elena in the end? Right? Because a part of the farmer is on Elena. And yeah. I forget the point that I'm trying to. Never been one for goodbyes or hellos. Can help but feel a bit sad when someone like her leaves. Yes, were Miss Elena with us, we would be able to see the inside of the cathedral. So the cathedral is not for public? That's weird. I presume it interests you. So it's like Vatican? Yes, Miss Elena often spoke of the confrontation between light and darkness, but I don't quite understand at all. It's just some BS. Don't mind it. Light, darkness, Granas, Falmer, can tell them apart. As well, I am not versed in matters of religion, so we must just find out something there. Mr. Ryudo, I presume. What is this? I'm busy. Didn't your church drill some manners into you, or did it just drill through your head? At first I thought this is going to be a problem. You know, we're going to get captured, interrogated, or something like that, but nope. Disappointing. I apologize for my rudeness, Ryudo. The Pope has called for you. Please come to the cathedral right away. Look, I realize word of my amazing singing voice has spread everywhere, but I'm not interested. Miss Holiness Zero has a special request. Please bring your companions also. I beg my leave. The Pope has a special request? Sounds like the first line of a really bad joke. What kind of person is His Holiness Zera? I understand he is said to be the sage who will save the world, which isn't nearly as impressive as the sage who will save his breath. This better be quick. I will make it quick. Worry not. Saving again. Just because. Just because it's 5 minutes. So, there's a library here. Oh, bakery. Library. We're not looking for a bakery. That I think it will help us understand the story more. Maybe if you're sharp enough, because I'm not. And this is going to be a long talk, so welcome to the library. Here you may read the Holy Light and the Light of Lord Granas. Each is divided into several volumes, so if you wish to read them in order, start from the left side of the shelves. Well, this is what truly happened in the past, right? Most of the time, not the church, what do you call it? The monks, where they live on. Not sanctuary, what the heck is the name of the place? Monastery, right? Most of the scriptures belong to monks on the monastery, right? So, yeah, it's kind of not a shock that the scripture will only talk about religion and stuff, so yeah. The Holy Light, Book 1. Know that long ago all lived in the light. All knew the love of Granas. The earth was bountiful and the people's heart were glad. And so did Valmo find the world. The taint of darkness spread across the land, and the heart of man was despoiled of its innocence. Light and darkness moved to battle, by fate ordained. Man to prepare for war, their numbers divided between light and darkness. And so began the battle of good and evil, fought without ceasing upon the fields of eternity, they yielding not tonight. The dead had long ceased to be counted, when at length Granas and Falma fixed their eyes upon each other, better to make an end. What? Did Marek write this? It's from a title, it's a holy light. I mean, it talked like Marek, alright. But then it played the title for a dumbed down version of the original scripture. This was meant to be read by us common folk, right? Yes, that is right. Have you read it before? Why the hell would I do that? Anyway, I've heard it all before. They're not exactly this one. I love the sarcasm from Ryude. Maybe it's not even a sarcasm. Darkness fell before the light. The earth was split asunder. Lang sunk to the sea. And sea vomited land as Falma's spirit was sealed. A new moon was hung in the heavens. It is written that when the moon burns in remembrance, so misfortune will soon follow. Thus, it portends judgment of the radius and it's called Falma's moon, for the shadow of the Dark One lies long and heavy. So, the people call it Falma's moon. We don't know if it's really Falma's moon or not. There is much to meditate on within these pages. I'll have to sleep on it, which shouldn't be a problem given the reading material. You should at least be familiar with everything you find boring or difficult to read. Chances are they're all important. Speaks truly. Because I've been hanging out with Rowan too much. Yeah, I think Rowan is the only one that likes books on our group. Just because of the magic stats, right? It always relates to the intelligence. The darkness stirred even as the seals were set, anxious again to work upon the hearts of men, so strong as its hatred of light. And Granas sets a part of his spirit aside, fashioning the sun to restore the ruined land, and then wounded the light sleep. Does not the light of the sun shine even now? Does not the land await the return of its true God? May the light come quickly. Does not Rudo tired of this? Does not he want to put his fist through this book? May his suffering end quickly. Which one of it bothers you? Everything. The part that said, whip people Granas and let's run a bit happily, trailing brightly colored ribbons through our hands. I guess that cannot be helped. It is kind of book, but it is sort of one-sided. What is not one-sided? History? So why don't we listen to the other side? I'm interested in what the followers of darkness have to say. Have to fare. Well, have you known that Russia and China are also the winner of World War II? Huh? Is your history book says anything about that? Huh? The light of Lord Granas. Once upon a time, people were in trouble. That is not once upon a time. Every single time, people were in trouble. There was nothing in the world. And the people kept fighting all the time. There was nothing in my... not bag. Wallet. One day, a huge light appeared in the sky and began to shine on the earth. The light blessed the earth and told the people to stop fighting. The light was Lord Granas. And until today, the Lord Granas still questioned himself. Why did I do that? The people listened to Lord Granas and stopped fighting. Then the world became beautiful. Trees grew everywhere, birds sang sweetly, and fish played in the blue seas. Seeds rode the winds, and flowers bloom all over. So that is weird and lying. Because what the people do before all the birds and fish is everywhere. So does with the trees and seeds. The land became a true paradise. The people all praise Lord Granas and live happily. This is painful. How many young minds have been totally warped by this bug story? You have to admit this is quite a magic work. I've never heard it. Which explains why your eyes don't glaze over like everyone else's. What stories do they tell kids from Eric? The sun also rises and the sun also sets. The rivers run into the sea and the sea is not full. The rain returns unto the heavens. Well, that's kind of correct. Such is the manner of which our cycles begin. The legend are taught to the young, even as I was instructed while yet a youth. Tree grows before its tree, tree falls before builds dam. More trees grows, I get it. Yeah, some people just need to be to have explanation of everything. So, yeah, some theories and some books just only try to explain the nature, right? But one day the sky suddenly grew cloudy. The daytime became as dark as night, and heavy rain began to fall. A scary monster came to make traps to catch people who didn't take care of their hearts. These people became monsters. One after another, the monster began to attack people who were living happily. Lord Granas saw what the bad people were doing and lifted a giant sword to protect the good people from the monsters. Some people had run away when they saw the monsters, but when they saw Lord Granas fighting, they come back to help. The battle lasted for a long time, and the people who had become monsters did not live through it. To keep any more people from dying, Lord Granas decided to fight the king of monsters, whose name was Falma. Your people burden themselves with dread at a tender age. Your fear of demons and darkness must indeed be great. I wouldn't know, I've never seen a demon. What are you saying? You misspeak. What are you talking about, Miss Melina? Alright, but even this is the ways of Falmer, which doesn't make sense. So it's not like the charms in the story. Well, we see it firsthand though, so the book is kind of true, right? Whatever that power is, if it's like truly the power of Farmer, it is indeed change people into monsters. So that's kind of good that the game has origins of monsters, right? I'm impressed. I'm also impressed that I could read it that fast. Bum 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 bum. Every time I see something like that scene just now, it reminds me of the Alexander summons, right? Quite remarkable in its proportion, the thought of its architect twist and wind almost palpably through the sculpted stone. How beautiful it must have been taken forever to build. It must be Mr. Ryudo. His Holiness awaits in the audience chamber. Yeah, so this is like Vatican. Not everyone could enter it. It's not like a regular church or anything like that, right? Stop gawking, move it! The reason why Vatican doesn't want everyone to enter that freely? The riches, you know. The riches, the gold. Mr. Reader, please go inside. I am sorry, but your companions must wait outside. Didn't he say my friends could come? Yeah, exactly. What did it have to be? What the heck? He has important things to discuss with you, so it is alright, I don't mind. I can wait. Can I at least wait somewhere interesting? Alright. Our library is most interesting. There you will find many important books about the doctrine of our church. Mr. Ryudo, can I talk to you really quick? After I read all of them, I will burn them. There might be some interesting information at the library. I will check it out. Clever boy. More clever than the other little boys I know. Why would you need to step aside to say that? So may I lead you to the library? Go, lead. Well then, Mr. Ryudo, please go in. You too? This way, please. This way. You already said that, this way. Ryudo, we'll be waiting in the library. Yeah, I'll meet up with you later. Like 2 days later. Or maybe a week later. But it's gotta be later. That's the Indonesian later. When we say later, it could be like an hour later, or tomorrow later, or maybe a month later. Or maybe it's just me. Could be that way also. Damn, you could only pay the painting for painting that much? Who's singing? Nobody got any mouth there. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe my memory served me wrong, but I feel like there's more detail using this FBA. Click it on, but might be wrong.
Bring to this world light, peace, and harmony.
Light Yagami?
Your Holiness Zera, please calm our anxious hearts. What can we do to rid the world of the terrifying darkness?
You must bolster your soul. If you leave no chink in the armor of your soul, then the darkness will be forced to leave.
Or just buy Phillips.
Please save us from Valmar.
You must not falter. We must all not give in to darkness. I cannot save you. You must save yourselves.
Your Holiness Zera, please lend me your ear.
I cannot save you.
Quiet! We are here to bring peace to the world. How can one do so in a panic? Everyone, please, calm down.
What did
Yes,
you
Your
say?
Highness
You must
Zera.
save
The
yourself.
recent rumors of the revival of Valmar are not going away.
People trying to
I have
find
even heard
salvation in
reports
religion,
that the
and
rumors
that's
might
what
be
it says.
true. Right, High Priestess Celine? At this rate,
Save
the day
yourself.
of darkness seems unavoidable.
But we must not strike fear in the hearts of the people we are trying to save. Doing so would surely go against the will of Lord Granas. What do you say, Cardinal Oro?
Orochimaru.
When the day of darkness comes, the world will most definitely be destroyed.
Yeah, I don't like this guy. I don't
I
like
don't
Oro.
know what we can do.
The guy's like too anxious and too worried for his
Celine,
age, you know.
do not
You're already so
misunderstand me.
old.
I'm not saying that the action
Still
the
afraid
Cathedral
of
Knights took
death
was wrong.
for some reason. Jeez.
But you went too far. You must not frighten the people away from Lord Granas.
Yes, Your Holiness.
Zera, on the other hand, seems
You
solid.
must all remain on guard,
But
so that darkness cannot take advantage of
I
you.
don't know.
Please, everyone, back to your
Still
rooms.
could be a candidate for a boss fight. Who knows, right? Maybe he got butt of Volmer. We never know, right? Because there's so many layers of clothes he used. Nice speech. Please accept my apologies. The voiceover is only that much. I did not mean to make you wait. Are you shaking my hand? Okay, return it back. I am sorry for having called upon you on such short notice, but my request is not an ordinary one. Please, to the next room. Elena? Jeez, Elena? Why acting like we don't know each other? What the heck, dude? Oh, love the blues. Okay, don't do that. That's a bad idea. I got a little bit confused of that. I thank you for what have you done on Elena's behalf, but now I have a special request to make. Before we get to that, tell me, what about Elena? Will she be alright? You asked if the presence of Volmer can be driven from her. Sadly, I must tell you that is beyond even my power. However, if the sword of Granas can be recovered, there may yet be hope for us all. This is why I have asked you here. Keep talking. I want you to find the divine sword, the Granas Saber. The sword which slew the Dark One must be returned to us if the light is to be restored to this world. We still haven't made an actual request, but I get the idea. Yes, Elena has told me much. Enough for me to know that you are the only one capable of contending with the darkness. Naturally, this request must appear absurd to you. However, as a reward, we shall give you whatsoever you request. Suddenly this conversation has become more interesting. However, when you depart, I wish for Elena to accompany you. Why bring her along? You sure you don't want to cast a few words against Milan or Falmer instead? Unfortunately, we can do nothing more for Elena now. We would be unable to protect her from Falmer even if she were to remain here. She will be safer with you, Mr. Ryudo. Kinda weird, yeah. Kinda weird. Why? Why not keeping Elena here? You fear Millennia, maybe. Maybe Elena really tell everything, right? And that's why she's so gloomy now. You're right, your request is absurd. The piece of Falmer's struggle for dominance is attempting to devour the others in order that the darkness will be restored. According to the prophecy, once the pieces unite, the die of darkness will come upon us, and all mankind will be destroyed. So what do? Sharpen a pointy stick. Lord Granas has yet to recover from battle. Thus our world heads toward darkness, lacking the guiding hand of light. Were we to possess the Granas saber, we would at least be able to bring back some of the light of Lord Granas. And can Elena be safe and our world protected from the advent of the day of darkness? Any idea where this sword might be? I don't think so, Ryudo. If they know, they're already gonna get it. Unfortunately, our holy book says only that it rests with the Legion of Darkness. I got one guess. I'm sorry, that's not fake enough for me. Could you be a little less specific? I need some time to think it over. I will wait until tomorrow for your answer. I have prepared rooms for you, so please stay here tonight. But I see that I have tired you. Rest and return tomorrow. But please consider my offer. I hope you will accept it. Dang, Japanese bow. Elena, you're right. Has something happened? Oh, do not worry about me. I just want you to think long and hard about Pope's. I don't want to do that, Elena. Think about. Yeah, I'm laughing because my bad understanding about English, okay? But long and hard about Pope Zeras, that doesn't sound right. Elena, so what's sweet to you? Reader, as he asked, please, not for me, but for everyone, the world. I don't know, maybe Elena is kinda disappointed, right? She kinda hoped that getting into Cathedral means she will be freed of Falmer, but it's not. So, yeah, that might be that. Or maybe more of conflicting feelings there. What could His Holiness be thinking of at this rate? Cardinal Oro. Ryudo, I believe, was your name. Just what did His Holiness Zira tell you? Huh? He asked me to find some divine sword. I see. I question His Holiness' selection of his emissaries. A task this great surely requires someone with more experience. You? Be my guest. Careful with your words. Aren't you, old man? I'd be as careful with my judgment were I you. Experience I have. Patience I don't. Same here. Insolence. Listen well, stripling. It is best you'd abandon your search, for it is not for a churchless whelp to find the Granas saber. Tell you what I'll do. I'm going to ignore you, and then I'm going to leave. You just stay here. Stay! Good boy. Hashish. For such a holy man, he just cannot say shit. Ashish. What could His Holiness Zira be thinking? That fool boy's insouciance. Who made that word? Will be our ruin when the day of darkness comes. Ah, whatever shall we do? Whatever shall we do? Oh, shall we do? So this is my guess about Legion of Darkness. But then again, because of my limitation of understanding about what is Legion, I only know Legion as a demon that is created from combination of many demons, right? Or many soul, or many spirits, something like that. I believe so. So I guess Millennia will be the sword. Yeah, Millennia herself is the sword, or Millennia will be a sword. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. The cathedral is rather large. I can provide you with direction. I think I already know where it is, right? Go up the stairs to your left. Blah, 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 blah. Weird to say this place is huge. It's not. It's not as confusing as a dungeon could be. It's supposedly huge. And this is the guy? I wonder if it did okay. I think I did well enough. Oh well, I guess I'll have to wait for the result. Oh, Lord Granas. I just took my qualification exam for a higher position in the priesthood. I'm worried about whether I will be accepted. This guy, yeah. Man, those cathedral knights are really overdoing it. I don't like them. Well, well, I didn't know anyone around here felt that way. I'm not saying their methods are wrong, that the cathedral knights are just overzealous. I couldn't agree more. Finally, someone I can talk to. Yep, not everyone is agree with how Celine works. Including Zira, apparently. So what I fear is Zira might going to be assassinated by Celine, maybe? If Celine really is the main villain of the game, no? This one? Yeah, it's very close to where I left the game before, so... Yeah, I'm not really that further. I'm not really that far, I think. Yeah, once we pass this church area, and that's that. Knew ye that long before the present age, man dwelt amidst the light, and that light was love. And man called the light Granas for whatever reason. The earth was filled with exceeding bounty. Honey and milk issued from its secret founts. Then darkness also issued its seed. The souls of man were as vessels for the bane of light, and man called the darkness Volmer, the tempter, devourer of souls. And there were those who named the darkness God, and glutted in desire and lust, thence blotting the light from their eyes. And they were not satisfied that the light should not anoint the earth, so that those who sided with light moved to oppose them. So the one that sided with the light attacked first. Then war was a fire consuming the earth, and the skies hung thick with fat and bone. This man called the battle of good and evil. Misery joined in equal ruin for 6 days and 7 nights, and on the 7th day darkness and light sought a reckoning. The hand of light gripped its blade great and terrible, and the cloak of darkness was at its shield. Thus were they armed for war. True struck the blade of light, and the darkness would cleave, and was not. Then did the blade pierce even the earth. The seas boiled and were scabrous, and long the land wept. Even so was the earth riven, and its wound man named the Granite Cliffs. Then did the light move to seal those parts of darkness that yet remain, for in its fall it did not remain whole. Those who had named the darkness God were in like fashion named the people of darkness, and they did hide their faces from heaven. Content in its work, the light blessed the earth, and all was made well. And unwounded, the light fell in heavy slumber. The light will burn in our hearts and will not expire. This man swore, for the God of light shall return to claim the earth. And the sword of light, called the divine sword, came to raise with the legion of darkness in remembrance of their betrayal. And there was peace. Yeah, I think that second book is kind of give me some idea that Falmer and Granas might be one entity. Because both of them got sealed after the fights. What a man now, you know. Yet after this, the new moon was hung in the heavens, its face glazing balefully downward upon the earth. It was an ill omen, swollen heavy with foreboding and dread, and it was said that darkness yet had power. And again the souls of man were sifted and tried by the darkness as it sought to bring about the day of its return. This man called the day of darkness, for the light will depart, and the dead shall rise to the throne of judgment. Know ye that this is the last judgment, and all will be weighed and found lacking, and all brought to ruin. The works of man will be brought low. The darkness will set at naught all man's labor and preparation for its terrible rebirth. Now, my brethren, that Falmer is yet at the door. Gird yourself with light, for all purpose is one. This must not come to pass. Okay, so that's where Oro coming from, you know. That's why he feared the day of darkness so much. The script is unfamiliar to me. Wow, this is really interesting. Oh, Mr. Ryudo, what did he have to say? You mean when he was actually talking out of his mouth? Nothing that wasn't completely ridiculous. Dum. So he wants you to find a divine sword in order to halt the day of darkness. Only halting. A devious undertaking. We walk unguided through shadows. The only clue is the words, the divine sword rests with the legion of darkness. Right? Legion of darkness. And Milena is the one that keep gathering the parts of Falmer, right? We find anything else about that? No, not in this place. Anyway, Mr. Ryudo, you ought to read some of these books too. They have lots of details about Falmer and Granas, the battle of good and evil, the day of darkness, and even the divine sword. Dinner waits in the other room, and books do not spoil or grow cold without use. Yep, that is wisdom. I call it again and again. That is just wisdom. Food! Holy holy annals of the ages of the gods. Neither darkness nor light split the heavens, but suffering pain, the groaning of the earth, the wailing of man, huddled and fearing the storm's wrath, the violence of nature, living in blindness, tooth and steel, gnashing in the air, lives span in desperation, turning in the gyre an endless trope of misery, and then an uneasy sleep. Yep, that's what happened when we don't have any civilization yet, right? Sleeping in the wild is really scary. Life slipping, passing without note, the names of the dead unused, unremembered. Great, now I'm depressed and bored. Maybe it gets better. Well, that is just purely bitterness there. Silvery white light age. The light descended then, and the chaos was bound. The rivers of blood were dammed. Their eyes were open. This the light did. No longer did man war with his brother. This was paradise. The light of peace is Granas, the god whose praises we sing. Yet there were those who hated the light, who turned their eyes from its measureless love. The light fell upon their backs, casting long shadows on the earth. Darkness was birth. Falmer, apparently. Yes, these are holy annals of the ages of the gods. They describe the battle between Granas and Falmer in an annoyingly runabout fashion. The Holy Book of Granas is said to have been based on this text. There is more. Let us keep reading. This is not a secret? Game sucks. Red Twilight Age. Those who follow Light Warrior podcasters call demons who likewise name them Gowlers. For the 6 days and nights the earth was torn and turned into coals. Then came the 7th day. The light drew its swords great and terrible. Darkness drew its cloak about its face. And the day and night were fire and lightning until each had run the other through. The light of light pierced the earth, raising the boiling seas, sinking the bursting land. Thus did the darkness fall in 7 pieces, sealed by the follower of light. Into the depth of earth, then did the new moon rise. Fear struck those who followed light. Still they await for return of darkness, still the people of darkness conceal themselves in the earth, and still the divine soul rests with the legion of darkness. I can't read this anymore. It's boring, it's stupid, and it's badly written. What the hell is Gowler? One who could imprison another. An interesting choice of word to describe those who followed Granas. I don't understand how you can read this stuff, kid. Well, I have liked reading these books ever since I was little. Well, don't be little anymore. Black Midnight Age. The time of judgment has come. Sins once forgotten return to sing the soul. For day of darkness has come at last. The light is swallowed by growing shadow, and demons boil up from the earth. Those who remain moan in dread with their last breaths. For the dead rise from the grave, bringing judgment to the world with brimstone and flame. Now is the time to beg for deliverance. Do not allow darkness in your soul. Darkness is ruin and destruction, and the judgment of the wicked eternal. And there's our day of darkness. It is so. This what everyone's afraid of? Dead people? Zombie. Yes. Look, even if the dead came back somehow, how hard could it be to kill them again? They didn't do so well the last time around. But if that really happened, it would be terrible. Not going to happen. Yeah, it's fine for you, dude, because you can fight. Right? For those normal people around the game, that would be done. How long that was? Long. Eat? I heard that dinner's ready. It will be ready very soon. Please wait a little while. Ah, you guys sucks. But it's good though, because that means the food is still warm. What good is it to chase after fancy now that the threat of darkness is upon us? No one has ever found a divine sword. How can he be so nonchalant about matters of such wage? I must consult my auguries for some means of holding back the darkness. Well, for someone that's afraid of the day of darkness, you surely don't have any hope as well. At least it seems like a hope, right? Trying to find a sword. This light. Millennia. And I'm drinking my last bit of water in my glass. It's quite hot again today, so the water doesn't feel like that good. The wings of Falmer here in the cathedral. Someone come quickly. And we're just eating. Truly, bread is the body's life as the earth is to all that spring from it. So also a fine bread is loan for the soul. Well, this bread is delicious. Mr. Ryu, are you going to eat? Run, Marek, I'm going to look for that damn sword. You just want to be with Elena, aren't you? I thought you would say that. The sword interests me, for I have not before heard of its like. Is it coming along? Reserve more my intern. Please let me come along too. I could use your help. I appreciate it. If it is as His Holiness Zero says, this has meaning for me too. What do you mean? Well, you see. I think Rowan is about to say, well, you see, my mother is getting killed by the darkness as well. Or maybe his mother is one of the incarnation of Falmer as well. Please excuse me, I am told that Falmer has taken human form and entered the cathedral. Have you seen any suspicious person? Huh? No one has been here. Please excuse the interruption, I must go. Must be Millennia. What the hell is he thinking? They're acting like vampire and everything. Looking at the moon. Wait a second. It's a werewolf. And Cecile? Millennia. Is this just a BGM or Millennia singing right now? Reminds you of Dragon Dogma somehow. So you're gonna look for the Granas Saber, right, Ryudo? What the hell are you doing here? You're practically standing on the dinner plate of Granas. What? Not like I care. If Granas ever wakes up, the big god can make me stupid. Long as I get to follow you around again, Ryudo. Yeah, something about it also, right? Millennia is always getting interested in Ryudo as well. What's about that? I don't think you've thought this through. See, when we find a sword, we're going to use it to stab evil people. I think you already found the sword. You're concerned about me. No one has ever been such a gentleman to me before. Just do what you think is best. Pasa best. I don't think you understand what I'm saying here, Millennia. Don't worry about me, I know what I want. And we're running out of time. We're running out of time. out of time. Jeez. Who made all of these rules? Saving again. Oh, not recover, saving. Dang. God dang it. I thought I could clear one place. I don't think I could. What happened there? What happened there? Scary. Now everyone could join in. Maybe Zira was just being cautious, right? If we bring Marek also before inside, maybe things will be too intimidating for Zira. Well, Mr. Ryudo, have you made up your mind? One question. When we get a Granas Saber, will it belong to you, the church, and how will it be used? The sole purpose of the sword is to strike down Falmer. As such, it belongs to none. For this great hope Granas has given to all. Yeah, see? Zira seems like quite solid. Like good solid, right? Solid good. So, weird. Time to rock. We'll find a Granas Saber. But not for the sake of Granas or the church. Look, I'm sick of all the suffering in the world. If Granas won't do anything about it, then someone has to. Well, Mr. Ryudo. Elena, you should leave now as well. Your soul brims with light. Be strong in your mission and do not yield your heart. Yes, Your Holiness Zera, farewell. Lord Granas spoke to me last night. I am permitted to tell you this. Ryudo must face the past should he desire the divine sword. You should remember this. You should also take this along. It is sure to be useful. Book of Priests, not another golden statue. Elena, take care. And remember well our words. Sir, I was given a golden statue before. I wasn't going to let a dainty little princess mince and prance about without her faithful and obedient bodyguard. Miss Elena, we're together again. Our paths again are as one. It is good. Come on, let's get moving. Yep, ran out of time. Maybe doing preparation right now and then saving and end the part, right? Yeah, we could save at the end. So on. Okay. Never thought we'd be travel together again. I'm counting on you, Elena, okay? I feel the same way, Rito, Rowan, Marek, and Sky too. I'm counting on all of you. This time, it might be more difficult for us. Difficult times are indeed upon us. Welcome is the comfort of friends in this hour. That's right, traveling would not be fun at all without you, Miss Elena. Who says so? Well, where to travel to? The Divine Sword is held by the Legion of Darkness. We can't just knock on their door, grab it and run. I'm not familiar with this Divine Sword. I remember in the Holy Book containing a passage, the people of darkness continue to hide deep in the bowels of the earth. Is it a metaphor, or is there more substance in it? Perhaps it is with these people we shall find the Legion of Darkness. Perhaps if we visit the kingdom of Siren where I live, we might learn the meaning of these words. Got a lead? No, I just thought we might learn something useful. What other knowledge have we which would intimate a course of action? Something about confronting my past, which probably means Melfish. Surely it could be none but he. Melfish, a long time it has been, brother. Anyway, the kingdom of Skyrim, what is it like? Well, climate is warm and there is a lot of water. Very good country. We don't need a weather report, kid. We need to find some leads, and we might as well start in the kingdom of Skyrim. The kingdom of Skyrim lies to the east of the Sainheim Mountains. Come on, let's go. Yeah, maybe? Because every time Ruin talk about something regarding his origins or his mom or something like that, it always indicates that where he lives is getting burned. That's why all of the villages, including the moms, is dead, right? So yeah, maybe Rowan is one of the people of the darkness. What do you have a say on that, Alina? Okay. We got 10,000 special coins? Yeah, that's good. What the heck? Why is this so confusing? I get very confused with that. HP. Vitality, agility, evade, IP again, maximum HP again, mentality. Oh yeah, right. Let me see first. Rather than throwing away the special coin, right? And no one able to equip any kind of skills. I better check this one first. Oh, you're right. I wanna do this. Life up, remove. All life up will be on Marek. Let's go. Very unnecessary, I know, but I want it. So still have one more slot over there. And this is dash, which is speed and vitality and item commands. So I only got like one more space for Marek. Warriors then, right? Vitality or agility? Or evasion? Or slow reduction in IP? Yeah, what is slow reduction in IP? Defensive. Just wanna know, because I never use the item anyway, right? Okay, let's choose another one for Marek. Evading, agility, or vitality. Or maybe mentality, right? Maybe mentality. But I think I'm going to give the mentality also on Elena. Just because I want her to survive everything? Yeah, vitality won't harm, right? Life and vitality, that sounds good, but I'll choose mentality. It's magic defense, right? 162. Yeah, this is such a low number, 88. The others are like above 100. Although this will make like what? 212. That is tempting as well, though. Well, for now, it's for Marek. So the worst is Ryudo now. Okay. Well, nobody have any. Oh, Ryudo. Yeah, what about Ryudo then? Vitality or speed? Speed is only 85. Vitality is not bad, right? Like right in the middle. So let's do another speed then. Yeah, more speed and more attack. That's good, right? Wait a second. This is agility, though. Is agility will be the same with speed? Huh? It's different now. So all this time, what is speed and what is agility? Huh? Speed is act, maybe? Yeah, I don't see any act here. Yeah, whatever. I will not buy another skill. Right? Don't need to waste it. But let's waste it on another part. Water of life, restore all. I don't think it's necessary because I don't have much SP anyway, right? Maybe leveling up this one again. I don't know. Legendary esoteric attack. Yeah, let's buy it. Let's all has everything for us. Oh, just enough. Dang. No magic. Master that. Master that. Master that. Restores a lot of HP. How much? Healer plus. I don't think it's necessary, but well, kind of too late to say no now. Attack all enemy with Earth Rage. Wasn't that what Tremor does? Icicle knives. Gravity. Silence. Wait. What? Magic symbol blocks enemy moves. Oh, don't move. Unblock magic move. Poison and paralyzes. I'm not so sure. I use that a lot, so. Ooh, lightning attack burns all enemies. Oh, zap all? Huh. But we won't have this access if we don't maximize zap, right? Oh, how to open this? Ooh, burn up enemy with hellfire. Hell burner? I like how that sounds. Oh, this is like a... Oh, all foes. It's different from some. Ah. So this is good because it doesn't have any range on this one, right? Well, I want to invest more magic on others, but I'm very rarely use magic on the others, right? So yeah. Better do those two first. But again, it might be wrong, but whether it's wrong or not, we don't need to think about it for now, because it's a because this is going to be the end of this part. Yep. And after this, there's going to be like a short area, and after that one short area, we will be on Rowell Hills. So I'm not really that far, you know. So yeah, because Rowell Hill was quite wide. I'm not exploring it like completely, but I'm just going around a little bit, and then I ran out of time, so that's where the save point is. Save data was, but yeah, I was kind of around the area, just want to see what the area looked like, and it's quite huge. I turned the camera quite a lot, and yeah, motion sickness kick in. I don't like it, so, and yeah, that leads to that, and that leads to another that, and that leads to another that, and it leads to this. So yeah. So as usual, thank you very much for watching. I'm Mute. Let's meet up again on the next one. Goodbye.